Hey, I want to begin with a bold statement. The emotion of authenticity is stronger than love. It's stronger than hate, stronger than almost anything else we've ever experienced as human beings. When we encounter authenticity in a person, in an idea, in a leader, even like in a piece of art, we don't just admire it, we feel it. Authenticity is something that you can feel. It pierces through our defenses. It disarms our skepticism. And it sparks a response much deeper than attraction, deeper than anger. Authenticity, unlike love or hate, makes us trust. You trust people that are authentic. So one time I was on a flight and I was it was when I was learning to fly, and I was caught in some bad weather and the plane was shaking. The clouds were, so thick that it blinded me, like you couldn't see out. I felt completely lost, and my instructor was with me. And so my senses lied to me, and I thought I was level. But I found out later that I was actually turning. And that's what you call spatial disorientation. And in that moment, I had two choices: trust my gut and my instincts, or trust my instruments. My emotions screamed like, no, you're good, you're level, keep going this way, but that was a lie. And my instruments told me otherwise. The only truth was in the instruments. Cold, accurate, clear truth. And that flight taught me something vital. It taught me something important, that authenticity works the very same way. It doesn't lie. Our instincts can be tricked, our emotions can be misled, but authenticity is like that instrument panel. When you experience it, you know you're no longer flying blind. You know truth. So what is authenticity? Many people, I believe, confuse authenticity with just being yourself, being true to yourself, or saying whatever is on your mind. That's really not authenticity. That's impulse. That's, just saying what's on your mind. Authenticity is about alignment. It's when your inside matches your outside, when your walk matches your talk. It's when your actions matches your words, when your values matches your behaviors. The emotion comes not just from seeing someone being real, but from realizing this person isn't performing. It's not, he or she's not trying to be something that they're not. They're in congruence, they're present, they're aligned. And when that alignment is real, when that alignment is evident and you can feel it, you feel something more powerful than even love or hate. We feel trust and we feel connection. Love can blur our vision. Hate can harden our hearts. But authenticity cuts right through both and says, this is true. So why is authenticity so powerful? Why do we crave it? Think about the speeches over the years that you've heard and the leaders you remember most. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., for example. What made his voice move millions? It wasn't rehearsed perfection. It was authenticity. He spoke from his heart. He believed it and he spoke it. He walked it and he talked it. It was congruent. Think about your closest friend, the one that you would call when life seems to be caving in on you. It isn't because they tell you what you want to hear. It's because when they speak, when whatever they say, you believe every word because you know that person's walk and that talk and that congruence. So authenticity is magnetic. It draws people to you. We crave it because in a world full of filters, spin, performance reviews, highlight reels, social media, and all the curated feeds that we get, authenticity is like oxygen in today's society. It's like, give me more. I want more. I want authenticity. And I think that's why we saw Charlie Kirk being so popular, was he was authentic. The cost of authenticity, there's a cost. So let's flip it. Now, what happens when authenticity is missing? Okay. We've all seen leaders who say the right thing on camera but behave very differently. There's not that alignment. And when the lights are gone, we've all worked, with coworkers who smiles to your face but then stabs your back. Something inside of you, when that happens, recoils. It's like, nobody wants to be around a person that is a double standard. So we may even, love that person. It might be a family member, but way deep down inside, that person is not authentic. You may even have people that you dislike, but deep down, if they lack authenticity, we stop listening. We stop trusting. And when trust is gone, leadership is gone, influence is gone, relationship is gone. And I think we're seeing that in today's political scene where they say one thing, but they do another, and we're done. So I want to look at the neuroscience of authenticity. Why does authenticity feel so powerful? See, nobody likes to be around a fake person. They want to be around somebody that is authentic. Neuroscience gives us some answers. Humans are wired with mirror neurons, which allow us to sense congruence, or that alignment that I was talking about. When someone is acting, faking, or misaligned on some subconscious level, we detect it. Our brain detects it. That detection may manifest as discomfort, suspicion, even subtle stress. But when somebody embodies congruence or that alignment, when words, tone, and body are connected, we register it instantly as, and I love this, safety. Safety. And here's the profound thing. Our brain registers safety before love, before hate. Safety wins. It's stronger than love or hate. Because when we see congruence, when we see authenticity, we think that's a safe person. That's a person where I can share and it's not going to bounce back and hit me. Safety always wins. Authenticity always wins. So let's look at authenticity in business. For those of us who are leading teams or businesses, authenticity isn't a soft skill. It's a competitive advantage. Employees don't follow job titles, they follow authenticity. Customers don't stay loyal to lowest prices or best features, they stay loyal to brands and leaders that feel real. Think about the companies that are built on authentic identity. So Patagonia says we're in business to save the planet. That's their title. Now, whether you agree with that or not, they mean it because they built their brand around it. That's who they are. Or look at brands like Southwest Airlines. I don't fly them. I mean, it's because where I'm located, they don't really have a presence here. But they don't pretend to be a luxurious brand or a high end airline. They lean into being simple, funny, no frills, and their customers love them for exactly that, because that's who they said they were going to be, and that's who they are. Authenticity doesn't guarantee universal love. Not everybody is going to like you when you're real. Okay? Not everybody's going to like you when you talk and walk the same walk, but people that want authenticity will. So it doesn't guarantee love. It guarantees loyalty from those who resonate with the truth. So the emotion in action. So let me show you why authenticity outpaces love or hate in real human moments. Let's just say when a marriage finds itself broken, sometimes, love fades. Hate may even, come into the picture. But if both partners can bring raw, true authenticity into that marriage, no masks, no pretense, only then can healing begin. Without authenticity, love and hate just whip against each other. It becomes about he said, she said, but authenticity, when you become real with who you are, that's when healing can happen. In leadership, a team may love their leader or resent their leader. But if that leader is authentic, they will listen, they will stay engaged, because authenticity anchors them even amid disagreements. And we see that with Charlie Kirk. Many people disagreed with him, but he stayed true to who he was, and millions of people followed him. Hundreds of thousands of people were at the memorial. So even in life, imagine saying goodbye to somebody at the very end of their last days, and it's a loved one. You don't remember their status updates. You don't remember all the stuff that they did, the curated masks. You remember the moments they were truly present. You remember those special moments when it was real and present. And that's what authenticity is. So it even outlasts love or hate. Not more powerful, but it outlasts it. But let's be honest, it's not easy to be authentic. Authenticity demands courage. Love often asks us only to give affection. Hate asks us only to withhold it. It asks us to reveal ourselves, to risk pain, to shed all the layers we've been hiding behind. It asks leaders to admit mistakes instead of covering them up. It will ask spouses in marriage or in relationships to admit fear, and instead of lashing out, it will ask individuals to stand by the values even when unpopular. So authenticity is risky. It's vulnerable. It's raw. But it is also the only soil where trust grows, where trust can sprout up. Authenticity is the only soil where trust can grow. So what do we do with this knowledge of authenticity? How do we live it? Number one, audit your alignment. Make sure, do my actions match my words? Do my values show up in my calendar, in my leadership, and in my life? Do my values match my walk? So misalignment will always crack trust. So check your alignment. Number two, resist performance. Don't try to perform for people. Don't try to be somebody. Especially in business, it's tempting to exaggerate. It's tempting to over polish or posture. But I want you to be the leader who can admit uncertainty or can admit the mistakes that you make. So build more loyalty, not less, by being authentic. Number 3, practice raw presence. Next time you're with somebody, whether an employee, a child, or a partner, or a spouse, don't reach for performance. Just be present fully. That moment alone communicates authenticity more than clever words ever could, or more than the knowledge that you have, just by being present. So when I was flying that day in the storm, my gut misled me. My senses argued with my safety, but the instruments did not lie. I landed safely because I trusted what was true. Life, leadership, and business, they all surround us with storms. They all bombard us with lies and emotions. So just like love and hate, they roar loudly. But authenticity, it's like the cockpit instruments. It may not shout. It doesn't try to seduce. It doesn't spark adrenaline. But it saves you. It grounds you. And it earns what no passion can ever earn. And that's trust. So I'll leave you with this. Love can win hearts. Hate can divide them, but authenticity, it outlasts both. Because when you encounter something truly authentic, truly real, you no longer just believe it, you know it. And that knowing, we finally can stop flying blindly. We have truth. Thank you.